Hello from Seoul! I know you bought an air fryer because you don't like deep frying something at home. But don't you just use it only for heating up some frozen foods? After watching this video, your air fryer will never stop working. Okay, let's get started. The first one is called Gyeran egg bread, which is a very popular Korean street food. Since it's super easy to make, it can be your perfect Sunday brunch or something. I really want you to try this sometime. You will be needed bread, egg, onion, bell pepper, bacon, and cheese. Actually, except for bread and eggs, other ingredients are optional. Since I'm making it in front of a camera, I'm using a lot of ingredients. As always, just use what you have. First, chop the onion into small pieces and a little bit of bell pepper. Since we're gonna use this only for color, no need to prepare a lot. This time, let's cut the crust of the bread and then roll it with your rolling pin. You can actually make the batter from scratch, but you're not gonna try that recipe because it's too complicated. That's why I'm using bread instead of making batter. But if you guys push the like button and leave a lot of comments, I'll definitely share another full recipe. Now, make a small cut except for the center. The reason why I'm doing this is I'm gonna put this in a paper cup so that the bread can easily get in. Basically, the paper cup will work as a cupcake pan and a liner at the same time. If you have individual cupcake tins, you can use it instead of paper cups. Brush the inside with unsalted butter, or you can use any cooking oil. Make sure to brush it completely, otherwise the egg bread won't come out, so you might have to eat them together, the bread and the paper cup. First, place the bacon into the cup and put the bread into it. Crack an egg and on top of it, add some salt, onions, bell peppers, and any cheese you want. That's it. Now, all you need to do is just put it in an air fryer. Let's cook at 170 degrees Celsius or 338 degrees Fahrenheit for 16 minutes. The cooking time can be reduced or increased depending on your air fryer. So it's better to check if it's undercooked or overcooked. I said it, so if you ruin it, I'm not responsible. If they are done, take them out from the paper cups. You brushed plenty of unsalted butter, but it doesn't come out? Don't worry about it. You can just cut it with scissors. Don't panic and take it easy. To make it fancier, finish it off with some parsley flakes. I think some of you already start typing like, Aaron, why didn't you use green onions? Sorry about that, I let you down. I couldn't think of it. Anyways, let's call our taste tester. Claire.
Wow, it looks pretty and cute, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh. Wow, the whole egg in it.
I like how you wrap it with the bacon. Looks pretty. Obviously, it's way fancier than street food. 나는 반죽으로 한 것보다 식빵으로 한 게 더 맛있는 것 같아. 왜냐면 이렇게 하니까 겉에가 엄청 바삭바삭하게 크러스트가 생겨. 여기 손으로 먹어야 돼. 손으로 먹는 게 훨씬 맛있어. Use your fingers.
The next one is 닭꼬치, chicken skewers. As you can see, I expressed how much I love green onions into this dish. It was a little accident that I used parsley on the egg bread, so please forgive me. You will be needed chicken thighs and green onion. The reason why I'm using this is you don't have to worry about your chicken being overcooked, and it's even cheaper. To be honest, I said it because I want it to sound more professional and cool, but the biggest reason is most of the restaurants use chicken thighs. That's it. First, you need to soak the skewers in water. If you skip this step, the skewers might catch fire in an air fryer. You can't burn your house down just because of $1 or $2 chicken skewers, right? So make sure to put them in water in advance, okay? Cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces. Put some salt and pepper and add 1 tablespoon of mirin. Please massage it gently and put the lid on. Now let's give them privacy in the fridge for at least 10 minutes. This time, let's prep the green onion. I'm gonna use this less green part rather than this green hollow part. So please chop this part into large chunks. More green onion, more delicious, totally applies to these chicken skewers, so please be generous. You may say, Aaron, that's more like green onion skewers, not chicken skewers, but still, I'm so happy about it. Actually, I wish the bamboo skewers were a little longer so I can add more green onions, don't you? Now, let's make the sauce. Do you want to hear some good news? We're not just making one, we are making 2 types of sauce. The one with soy sauce and the spicy sauce. I'm working hard this much for you guys. What are you doing? Please hit the like button. The first one is the one with soy sauce. Put 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, a half tablespoon of minced garlic, a little bit of black pepper, and mix it. If it's too much work for you, you can totally go for teriyaki sauce from the supermarket. The second one is a spicy one. It's pretty much the same as the first one, but I'm gonna add Korean chili paste and Korean chili pepper flakes to make it spicy. Put 1 tablespoon of Korean chili paste, half tablespoon of Korean chili pepper flakes, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, a half tablespoon of minced garlic, a little bit of black pepper, and mix it well. Now bring your chicken that is having so much fun. Skewer green onion and chicken one by one. You can actually use other vegetables such as bell pepper, asparagus, or eggplant. So if there are some leftover vegetables in your fridge, you can totally go with them. Place them on a plate and wrap skewer handles with foil. This way, you don't have to touch skewers which got dirty with sauce. But unless you're proposing to your girlfriend or boyfriend, this step is totally not necessary. But if you need a picture for your Instagram, I won't stop you. It's highly recommended. Now let's cook at 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. And then spread enough sauce on both sides and cook it again for about 3 to 5 minutes. I think Claire already smells something delicious. She keeps asking me when it's done. Okay, let's go to our taste tester. Claire.
Wow! Is it really possible to make it at home with an air fryer? 이거 완전 이거 식당에서 볼 법한 비주얼인데? Oh my gosh. It got 2 types of skewers. So happy about it. Let me try this one first. The soy sauce. 짭조름하니 맛있네. 닭꼬치가 아니라 그린 어니언 꼬치가 더 맞을 것 같아. 그린 어니언 딱 먹는 순간 지금 확 나오면서 장난 아닌데? This time the spicy one. There's nothing I can complain about, and the best way to enjoy this chicken skewer is eating chicken and green onion all together. There's one thing I can complain about. Bring some beer!
Do you like Korean fried chicken? This Korean style oven baked chicken is also very popular here. Once you taste it, you will be very surprised. As always, to make it easy and simple, I'm gonna use chicken wings today. But you can use a whole chicken as long as you chop it into small pieces. There's no problem at all. It just takes more time. Usually, if you watch YouTube videos of how to make Korean fried chicken, many people recommend soaking the chicken in milk to get rid of any smell from the chicken. But that process is not necessary as long as you have fresh chicken. So don't waste your milk. If you are using a big fat chicken, make sure to give it a few slashes across the chicken. Especially the part around the bones can be undercooked. So it's good to step into the chicken with a fork. Now let's get seasoning on our chicken. Put a half teaspoon of salt, a little bit of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of mirin, and massage it gently. Put these wings into a bag and let's make a marinade sauce. Put 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, a half tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a little bit of black pepper, and mix it well. If you don't have garlic powder, you can put 1 tablespoon of fresh minced garlic instead. Now pour the marinade sauce on top and give it a really good shake so that all the chicken wings get marinated well. It would be much better if I could marinate for 2 hours in the fridge, but then I don't think I can finish filming today, so I'm gonna take the chicken out right now. Plus, Claire is waiting now, so I need to hurry. Hungry Claire is kind of scary. I'm serious. For information, I marinated the chicken wings for 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna cook this at 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. When it's done, turn them over and cook it more for 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the size of your chicken wings. Speaking of the cooking time, we all have different air fryers, so I want you to check your chicken wings while cooking and decide the cooking time. I said it twice, so if your chicken wings are not fully cooked or burnt, I'm not responsible. Okay, let's call Claire. Claire?
Wow! It's unbelievable! Looks fantastic, right? 나 원래 닭날개 별로 안 좋아하잖아. 약간 닭날개는 뭔지 모르겠는데 약간 그 냄새가 나는 것 같았단 말이야, 나한테는. 특히 그 냉동 버팔로윙 이런 거 먹으면 그 뭔가의 그 냄새가 나가지고 닭날개에 대한 안 좋은 기억이 있었는데 이게 왜 닭이 신선해서 그런 건지 아니면 그 양념들이 그런 걸 싹 다 잡아준 건지 너무 맛있어. 심지어 딥프라이 한 거보다 더 맛있는 것 같아. 이런 식으로 기름 쫙 빼서 먹으면 살찔 걱정 없겠다.
This time, what I'm gonna make is potato cheese balls. I'm pretty sure many of you have been waiting for this recipe. You will be needed potatoes and string cheese. With these two bad boys, you can still make potato cheese balls, but I brought flour, egg, and breadcrumbs too, because I wanna make the fancy cheese balls that you have seen on mukbang. First, we need to make mashed potatoes. Chop 2 potatoes into small pieces and put them in a bowl. Add 2 tablespoons of water and microwave it for 6 minutes. Actually, it's okay to boil or steam it. It's totally up to you. But the reason why I'm using a microwave is I'm just trying to show you the simplest way. You know my style. Mash the potatoes and add 2 tablespoons of potato starch, but it's optional. Add a half teaspoon of salt and mix it. Make it round with the potato mixture. About 1.5 tablespoons will be enough. If it's too big, it may burn on the outside, but the cheese inside is not gonna be melted. So please don't make a baseball. Put the cheese into the bowl and make it round again. Now you can put them in a basket, but that's not what we want. We want something that looks like the one on mukbang, right? Take us 3 plates and prepare all-purpose flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs. To make it fancier, pour some parsley flakes over the breadcrumbs. Now dredge the potato balls in the flour. Coat them in the egg wash and cover them with breadcrumbs. In this step, make sure to roll enough so that they all coated well. Finally, I'm gonna put them into an air fryer. To get an extra crispy texture, like when you're deep frying, we need to spread some oil on the surface. You can use a brush, but you need to be very careful because the breadcrumbs can easily fall off. So I recommend using oil spray. Some of you might say, Aaron, I don't have any brush or oil spray. What should I do? Then you can mix the breadcrumbs with some oil and attach them to the potato balls. That's a good option too. Let's cook them at 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. And again, spray some oil and cook it for an additional 3 minutes. Potatoes are already cooked, so you don't have to cook too long. Oh my god, I think I put too much cheese inside. I hope you learned something from my mistake. Place them on a serving plate nicely and let's call our taste tester.
There.
얘네 왜 이렇게 찌글찌글해? 예전에 튀겨서 해줬던 것보다는 모양이 확실히 안 나온다. 못생겨도 맛있으면 됐으니까 한번 먹어보지. 오 마이 갓. 무서워, 떨어질 것 같아. 오케이. Here. 먹는 거 가지고 장난치면 안 되는데 치즈 있으면 꼭 이렇게 장난치게 돼. If you wanna impress your family or friends, I recommend deep frying. But if you wanna eat it alone, just go for an air fryer. It's much simpler.
Lastly, what I'm gonna make is shrimp toast. If you're troubled by the lack of space in your freezer, let me solve your problem. Maybe all the frozen shrimp will be gone in one day. You will be needed shrimp, bread, egg, unsalted butter, and green onion. Green onions are optional, but as always, more green onion, more delicious. Let's mince the shrimp. I'm using a knife, but you can use a food processor. But if you use it, do not blend it too long. Otherwise, the shrimp will lose its bouncy texture. At this point, some of you might wanna ask, Aaron, can I use cooked shrimp? My answer is yes, you can. But if you use cooked shrimp, it will get extremely tough and lose its natural sweetness while cooking. So if you wanna taste the sandwich filled with an eraser, you can try. But don't blame me. Put 2 tablespoons of starch. For information, I'm using potato starch, but you can also use cornstarch or sweet potato starch, so don't worry about it. Add 1 egg white, 1 tablespoon of chopped green onions, 1 teaspoon of chicken stock, and 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. Make sure to stir it a lot until it gets thickened. My egg was quite big, so the mixture is a little watery right now. In that case, don't panic. Take a deep breath and just put more starch or shrimp. Cut the crust off the bread. I'm gonna use the soft part inside and then cut them into small pieces. Place 1 tablespoon of the shrimp mixture on the bread and cover it like a sandwich. If somebody is watching you cooking, please try what I'm doing here. It's totally unnecessary stuff, but it looks super cool. This is how to show off. Now let's put them in the basket. Spray some oil and cook at 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for 7 minutes. While they are in the air fryer, let's make a dipping sauce. Put a half tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, a half tablespoon of minced garlic, and mix it. If you don't want to make the sauce for this shrimp toast, you can just go for ketchup or sweet chili sauce. I can't say they are the best, but good enough. When they are done, turn them over and spray some oil again. Let's cook for an additional 4 minutes. Now place them on a serving plate and let's call Claire. Claire.
Looks very appetizing. Look at this beautiful golden brown. 이번에는 치즈볼이랑 다르게 얼추 비슷하게 나왔는데. Wow, I can feel it. It's so crispy. Wow. Ready? 이건 진짜 에어프라이어로 해도 전혀 손색이 없다. 딥프라이 할 필요가 없네 아예. 너무 맛있다. 저도 한번 먹어봐야 되겠는데? This shrimp toast itself is amazing, but this sauce makes it more perfect. You guys really should try this sauce. Just forget about ketchup or sweet chili sauce.
Today, I showed you 6 kinds of super easy air fryer recipes. As I said earlier, since we all have different air fryers, the cooking time can be slightly different. So please make sure to check them while cooking and adjust the cooking time. Then I'm sure you can get the best result. Alright, this is it for today and I'll see you next time.